All right, this is the next chapter in A Real Phenomena. Does medication help? In short, no. Medication will not help because transdimensional beings are not a mental illness. However, I have heard patients say that taking a drug does lessen them, or even funny stuff like leaving a light off will make them go away. I had a friend when I was in jail. If I turned his light on, then he heard the light speak to him, and it bothered him. So he would, you know, get pretty upset if he would turn his light on. And clearly the transdimensional beings were being very funny with him. It was very difficult to explain to him how funny these people can be. But it's kind of like that. You might take some medication, you might find that it helps. Maybe they are less or they change their behavior. But, all in all, it's really not something that medication is going to help with. The medication will, disrupt your body in some way. If you're taking an antipsychotic, it will attenuate your dopamine, which I would not recommend. But, anyways, um, like I said, this is just the transdimensionals being funny, or there's any number of reasons why medication might make they may not be bothered by you being on medication. Maybe they like you being on medication, and if they disturb you, that's them just saying keep taking it, or maybe they just don't really care. But yeah, medication really is not going to help. It's like saying like um, you know my doctor put me on this medication and now my friends all went away. Like your people in your life treat you differently, which does happen. But, you know, anyways, transdimensional beings do not like the drugs that people put on. Sorry. Transdimensional beings do not like the drugs that doctors put people on. I can't blame them. I personally did not want to be put on medication to get rid of them because I found their presence to be a blessing, and I knew medication would not make them go away. However, when I was forced by the court system to take meds for having voices, I told my doctor that it lessened them, so they would not switch my medication to anything worse or increase my dosage. I was on Abilify. The lowest dosage I think was like 10 or 15 milligrams a day, and I had to take it. If I didn't, they would strap me down in a bed and inject me. So I kind of bit the bullet, took the crap while I was there, and you know, I didn't really have any noticeable effects, but I really didn't want their medication anyways. So, um, also, I generally don't tell my doctors anymore that I have them because of this. Um, I really, you know, find it pretty complicated to explain how much I know, and uh, even my mom and dad find it very hard to understand what's going on with my voices. Often they think that it's something that's drug induced, and you know, they've questioned me. I think they're very forgetful. They question me a lot of the same times, like how long you been sober, and it's like, well, I sat in jail for almost a year, and I was sober the whole time, and my voices were actually more powerful for me at that time in my life than any other time. And they're still very powerful for me, but they give me the time to work my job and be independent without being too disturbing in my life. So, I think that being in jail, I had a lot of time to think, and so they were very present with me. And I have some very powerful experiences that I will try to share later on or in other videos. Check back.